Good evening, everyone. And it is a Godlike Sunday, as all things great must come to an end as we end the weekend. But let's end it with a bang, because we've got a lot to talk about. We've got a major event coming up this Friday, which I'm very excited for, which Godlike will be hosting the Prime 1 event. And you know what, Alan? Man, I wish I really had a Monster Energy drink, but I think we'll pass for now. I think I'll get it a little later. I think I'll pick one up before I go to bed. Anyways, so it's great to see everybody coming into the chat. And I want to say thank you very much to the 40 plus subscribers we have this week. If you're new here, welcome to Godlike Statues, where we do unboxing of high-end collectibles and we talk about the community. So it's great to see everybody here. Noah, how you doing, man? Great to see you.
Doing great, man. It's been a pretty good weekend. Just been taking it easy and working on boxing up some more stuff to get rid of. But yeah, man, it's great to get on and see you guys again. I'm really excited for the Prime 1 event next Friday. I hope we get some really good reveals. And yeah, man, it's good to be here tonight.
Yeah, awesome. Welcome. And Mr. Kiefer, how are you, sir? Somehow, some way, they made an award out of you, man. I don't know how that happened, but there's an award called the Alan Kiefer Award. How are you doing, sir? Great to see you.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened either. It was quite an honor, but yeah, yeah, doing good. It's the end of the week. It's kind of a quiet weekend. Didn't really do a whole lot. Kind of sat on my butt, vegetated. But this week coming up is going to be a busy week. I've got a lot of stuff going on, so that's good. And then I think we have possibly an unboxing to watch at some point this week. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
And
small thing.
And then Friday, Friday's going to be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. So,
what a great week coming up. I have a lot going on the week. I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but I found out today that RDJ is still in customs. It is stuck. So I'm waiting patiently for that. I've seen more unboxings and more people that have this. I swear, the more I look at this, the more I realize how special this piece is that's coming in. So I'm just really excited to have that. However, I do know this to be true. Module Cases Bespoke will be here Tuesday. So they will be here Tuesday for sure. That will be here, and we'll get them set up. We'll do a great reveal, and Brian Wong from Module Case will be on with us. Maybe to recap the weekend and go over things and kind of discuss them. I can't wait to get those in and go over everything. But of course, we have a special guest this evening, Mr. Lane Kramer. Lane, the legend. How are you, sir? Great to see you, and thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, I am among esteemed company tonight, so I, of course, am having a great time. It is so fun to be here with you guys, hanging out with you in the chat here for a while, getting to, of course, talk about one of my two favorite collecting loves, statues, man, which I've been doing for 28 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, well, thanks for being here and spending time with us. If you don't know who Lane is, Lane has been a big supporter of our channel and helping us out. And thanks for being here and also being so generous to the community. I know the community really respects you, so thanks for being here. Let me address the chat because we have a lot of people on right now. Punisher, great to see you, man. Anish, great to see you. Thanks for being here. My man Battlecat, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. My man Terry loves everything we do. Thank you, Terry, for being here. I appreciate that. Don C. And then my man Carl, great to see you. I look forward to meeting you next year in Japan. It's going to be amazing. Bats in the Buffride, great to see you. And the guy with a godlike setup, Mr. Popo, man, great to see you there. Hizzle, great to see you. Everybody coming in. Noah doing double duties. I see everybody here. My man John, great to see you. Make sure you follow the Everyday Collector. He's got a great collection too, and have a great show over there. I try to catch that when I'm working on Mondays. I kind of play in the background and listen. But great to see everybody here and coming in the chat. So listen, we're on the eve now, right? We have a week away to Prime 1's event. So Alan, I'll start with you. So so we all know that Prime 1's gonna have some bigger reveals this time. I think we were a little disappointed last time where they kind of had a lot of teasers rather than reveals. But I think this time, I think you're going to be very surprised. And I also think they're going to show things that you haven't seen quite yet or teased quite yet. So what are you looking forward to with the Prime 1 event?
Well, I'd like to see them finish showing everything they've been teasing.
Okay, fair.
I mean, all we've really seen is a bunch of teases, except for the exception of one or two anime pieces. It's been a lot of teases. So for me, one of the top on my list is the dog Alien.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they finally have that done and painted so that we can get an idea of how big that thing is and what I'm going to have to sell off in my collection to make room for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. and I'm hoping that the Berserk life-size bust is painted so that we can see what that's going to look like.
Man,
Those are
I don't
probably
want to see that. I don't want to see that. Alan, you have some great picks, man. You have some great. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but you have some great picks, and I don't want to see that quite yet. Why? Because I know I'm going to buy that. I know I'm going to buy that. I even if I have to buy it and stow it, that's probably what I'll do. But I am going to get it. And okay, well, enough about me. But Mr. Kramer, what are you excited for with Prime One? And is there something that you're looking forward to?
I don't know about picking up necessarily, but I want to see, even though it's not one of my favorite Predators, I want to just see the Feral Predator, just if nothing else. So I wish it could be. I want to see your face if you go, and stuff like that when you see it. Now the likelihood of frowny face, I think, is like 2%, but there's still a chance. That's one I would like to see just because I think all the Predators are amazing. Yep. That would be pretty cool too.
It would be good.
My problem is I want DC stuff, which they're not showing any. They said they're not trying to do that. What I want to see is that Phantasm, Catwoman, and Batman that they teased. I guess it's going over a year and a half now. That's the one I want to see because that's one I can see it actually buying.
Yeah.
Because I already got like 3 or 4 statues from Prime One on order right now. So I'd like to get a couple of them before I think about other ones. I'm interested also, though, I would like to see, even though we just had the Tessai versus Jubei. Yeah. We just had that one come up. I would like to see if they have maybe any non-painted or just any other hintings of any of the other Devils of Kimon.
Yes.
Or however, yes. I really don't need him to do the B guy because that guy has always freaked me out and stuff like that. That's the one that I just kind of skip past his part. But I'd like to see Ben Asato, which is the one that Alan will buy, with the Snake Lady Ninja in like 5 seconds. I thought that would be what Alan would buy.
Okay.
But hey, those guys. One thing, even though they're anime. They're different, with kind of the freaky, monstrous nature of a lot of them. They could mix in with something like Berserk or something. Not all of them, but there are definitely Tessai, this Ben Asato, and just they're kind of crazy monster people. They've been turned into literal monsters,
right.
Yeah, but I'd like to see more of that line, just to see, is it just going to be? If they just do another one, the one you were teasing from the final battle on the ship.
You caught that. Okay, yeah.
I forget what that guy. I forget what the main bad guy was. His name.
I can't remember his name either. I put it in I actually photoshopped it, got it all together. But
we look at him, we know exactly who.
Yeah, we know who it is.
They don't exactly have the most normal names in industry.
No, they don't.
No. Well, there are really only 3 other than Jubei. Yep. Ooh.
What? Okay. Let's go.
Nice.
All right, Vision. Good job, man.
That's a very gun-filled.
It is. That's nice.
That's it. I really, if they do other characters, there's only a couple ones that I would really say, can you guys, when you mentioned kind of a final diorama piece, I'd love them to do Ben Asato because she's obviously sexy snake lady. She's one of my favorite looking ones. And I forget the guy's name, but the blind swordsman, Devil.
Yeah.
So I think he maybe had my favorite fight because it was a more traditional kind of samurai sword fight kind of thing. He was my favorite of those guys.
Well, there's a lot of options for all the characters, and I'm looking to see more. If this piece does well, I can see Prime One doing more. Noah, what are you excited for? Is there anything that you want to see that's new, or are you just excited for certain pieces? What are you excited for?
Yeah, I mean, I just love to see a lot of the stuff that's on the coming soon page. I would love to see the Resident Evil 4. I would love to see if they're just going to do a straight Leon Kennedy, if they're going to do Leon and Ashley, however they do it, or if they can do all three of the, them two with the zombie coming in, I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
I still would like to see more on the quarter scale Guts versus Grunbeld, but not really expecting to, but I hope that they do. The Dune 2 from the Dune 2 Paul Atreides, I want to see that as well. That looks really good.
Yes.
The God of War 1/3 is another one I'm interested in seeing. And man, there's so many of them. I probably like 6 different ones I want to see. But yeah, more from the bust would be nice, even though I kind of have a feeling that we may not see the painted prototype of the Berserk bust, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just see the, when it goes up for PO, they'll finally show everything. But
I'm
I think
I'm definitely getting it, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I gotcha. The last thing I would just I would love to see just a little bit more Elden Ring. I mean, I know they showed the Tree Sentinel, and that's cool and everything, but I think they should get in like to do a Millennia 1/4 scale. I think that would be perfect.
The one everybody would
just
buy.
hit it hard right away. That's one of the most beloved characters in the game, just at least by character design alone. And so I think that would be great for them to do. But yeah, so just a bunch of variety, man. But would love to see more Resident Evil and Dune and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got some great picks, Noah, and I'll tell you what I really want to see. So I'm with you guys. I really want to see the Berserk bust painted. I do. I was in the Berserk group the other day, and when they posted this, it exploded. Like everyone was just like, "Oh my god, I've got to have this! I got to have this!" So I could definitely see this one selling out because it's a piece that. It's a dio because it's got all the characters. It's got a really amazing, it's got the black armor, so you can see his helmet on there. And I think that part will light up. So it's going to be even more incredible. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I really want to see more of what they do with the Berserk line. But my eye is definitely on Ninja Scroll. So if they do more, great. Will they announce it this time around? Probably not. But they could with the next one. They could with the next Prime 1 event. I could see them doing more Ninja Scrolls if this one sells well. And I can tell you it's probably selling well right now because it's such an iconic film. And I think that it will do well. But Prime 1, if you're watching, please do up to the final battle because I would love to have that. That would be the one I would want for sure. The aliens as well, Alan, we're right there with you. I really want to see that. And of course, finally, the Prey Predator, because that is the one that I am really anticipating. We just got to see it, right? We got to see how the layout is. I'm sure it's going to be just as amazing as all the others. So I definitely want it. I definitely want to get it.
Yeah, I'd love to see a scorched alien. That would be cool from Romulus. And then I had a quick question. Do you guys think that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of a stretch, but do you think they would do a quarter scale? Rain, the main character from Romulus, the same way they did the Ripley, like something similar to that. That'd be kind of cool. Probably not, but it was just a thought.
With her wielding the white, rifle.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, I think. Yeah, but we'll see. Probably could be
a cool diorama of her and the Scorch kind of facing off, even if it's maybe not 100% movie accurate or something. Would be really.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Just don't do the Osprey. That's the one thing they can get from that movie.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I definitely want to see more, but Alex was asking too. What do we got? Are there going to be some more alien pieces? Do we think? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you're going to see the full reveal of the dog alien from Aliens 3, which is an iconic piece for them. But what's even more awesome about this particular piece that it is an Aliens 3 XL. And this is the first XL in the line that they're going to do for the aliens. And what does that mean? It matches with the Predators. So I think they did that on purpose. So to make them coincide together. So, but yeah, I know some people missed out on the dog alien. I think this is going to be a great pickup for some people like Alan and possibly me, because I've got an empty shelf. I don't know what's going to go there quite yet. Could be that. It could be that. We'll have to see more. But I'm looking forward to that.
It's funny how much people kind of like that one because I remember for years everybody hated the dog alien. Actually, from Alien, mostly associated with the movie and stuff because it was not the best movie. but that's because it followed Alien and Aliens. I think in some ways that made it seem worse.
That's what it is, Lane. Yeah, because
Two of the all-time movies in their genre.
Yeah.
right.
But-
I mean, I think that movie was amazing. The problem was Aliens was like one of the best films they've ever done, and then Aliens 3 was great, but it wasn't as good as that one. So you gotta have to like it for what it is. But that's kind of the way I felt. But Battlecat was asking Alan and Jimmy. I know you both have the Queen Studios T800 bust. With that said, do you ever consider the Dark Fate? Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
The
Hey, you
older
know what?
Arnold one.
That is a. I was real close to buying that at one time. I was going to put them together and have them on one shelf. I was going to do that. I really love it. I passed on it only because of this reason. I had to make a decision on what was going to go into my movie case, and I felt that the T2 bust kind of had the more iconic film, and that's why I went with that one. Alan, how do you feel about that piece?
Exact same reason.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, exact same reason. But I do like. I do very much like the Dark Fate.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks amazing. But again, I want the iconic Terminator Arnold, the look.
Yep.
You know, and I like the clean version of his portrait.
Yeah.
You know, and and you and I are both getting the third scale from Prime One Blitzway, and that has the more beat up, battle damaged look.
Yeah.
To pair with it. So it cover all bases that way.
Yeah, and Alan, I was looking today at the T1000 from Prime One, and also the one you were getting but changed over. The final battle version. I was looking at all of them together.
Yeah.
You can't lose. Like, you can't lose. All of those are amazing pieces. And to go back to the question of the Infinity Bust, Battlecat, that bust, I'm not saying that it's bad by any means, because it is amazing. I only chose that route only because I was going with the T2 look, you know. And if I could have both and I had a room, I would. So just so you know, you made a great choice, and that is a great.
That
piece.
is the best thing to come out of Dark Fate.
Yeah, hey, it's great. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, but it's great, man. I really love how he has his mechanical arm on there, and that was a great, nice touch. And the battle damage too. That piece looks so real too. So congratulations. That's a great pickup. I think it's one of the best that they've done. Glad to see everybody here. Cypher was saying about Square Enix, and that would be awesome to do Final Fantasy. Let's hope that they stay away from those, 10 grand price points. That'd be great. Make it affordable for everybody. I think that'd be amazing. But that would be really good. It's great to if they do announce that line. Noah, don't you think that would sell? Lane, do you think that would sell? Alan, Final Fantasy line, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Final Fantasy 7, like in 5 seconds.
Didn't they do a piece like that once before?
They did, but it was crazy expensive.
$14,000.
Yeah, that was for Tara Bradford in Final Fantasy 6. That was like Super NES era.
I mean, nobody's going to spend that.
I watched the thing you put. Even though it was this scale, I watched that thing you put together. Get like a video to put it together. It was like watching a Transformer statue get put together.
No thanks. Yeah, I do recall this piece. I do remember how amazing it was. I think they were talking with the creator of Final Fantasy and showing it to him, and they told him the price, and his eyes were like, "What?" So they were like, they're like, "What?"
I'd rather go buy that Power Master Optimus Prime and then have to
exactly
for less than half of that, or like a third of the price or so, and then have to put in the like 15 hours it takes to put it all together. And my cat doesn't like eat any pieces.
You build a whole collection off that, off that price point. So,
that's that thing I remember, because I was so when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, they're doing Final Fantasy 6, and oh my gosh, it's going to be Terra. Because I beat that game like 3 or 4 times. I remember Kefka. I remember Kefka. He, as much as I like Sephiroth, I was like, Kefka's like the Joker who actually gets god powers and like literally destroys the world. And then I saw the price for it, and I was like, did someone get brain damage?
Right. Yeah,
There's Prime life size, those Prime life size statues that are
sure.
not as expensive as that.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely overpriced, but I look forward to seeing what they do. I know they're going to be some new reveals that we haven't seen yet. They'll be based off anime, and another Attack on Titans wouldn't hurt. I'd love to see that. And Noah, what if they did like Wicked City or Ghost in the Shell, 1990s Ghost in the Shell anime piece?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Man, I would have to fight not to buy that.
Hey,
Well, they were also teasing on the coming soon page. They have Bubblegum Crisis, which I know that's not a big IP really, but
yeah,
I mean I've seen some of the original show. It's
There we
cool,
go,
man. It's another really good retro anime. Yeah, that's good.
sure.
Hey,
Not a lot of people know about it.
Someone just put up is doing a Tekkaman Blade life-size statue for $13K. I
really?
remember watching I remember watching the US Technoman version, which cut out like a third of the episodes because there was like 8 filler recap episodes in that show because the animation budget was so small. But I would just like Tekkaman Blade, what for life size? I am so confused by this. People still love the 9s to this day. But
yeah, I have the 3-0. I have the 3-0 figure of Tekkaman Blade. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't watched much of the show, but it's pretty cool. But
yeah, Safra was saying, did someone say Prime One is not doing Wukong? And I think that's correct, right?
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry about that, Cypher. I think that I think there'll be more reveals though that you'll want to buy. I really do. Especially if Noah, I think they may go down that route and hit that 90s anime button. And would that do well for them? I think so. I think it would do really well.
During Lagan, they put out, earlier this year with the 3 main Kamina and Simon and
Yoko.
I can't believe I'm Yoko. I'm blanking on the character most everybody remembers.
Yeah, which that was their second Gurren Lagann piece too. Their first one came out a few years ago. I almost bought that one multiple times. Do you remember that one, Lane, with the full drill mode?
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
It was like 40 inches tall or something like that, but the drill was huge. Yeah.
Hey man, they're bringing freaking they're bringing the Guyver back. There hasn't been anything for the Guyver in like forever. And then obviously Ninja Scroll. We were all like, what?
Yeah, I was.
Remember, we're that's the thing. There's been one TV show in the last 15 years that was a sequel to that. Sort of.
Yeah.
And it had more wacky ninjas, including like a Cyclops tank, flamethrower spewing evil ninja in it at one point, which that seemed to defeat the point of ninja, but it was not very good. But
well, I'm glad you brought that up, Lane, because I kind of forgot that's another piece that I kind of have interest in is that Guyver piece, because I've always loved that one, but it was always expensive and hard to find. So it's and there weren't too many out there. So the new Comet Color version I don't think looks too vastly different than the original. So I think I would consider that one because I've seen the movie, I've seen a lot of the anime. I saw the older movies that had what was it? Is it David Hayter? I think.
David Hayter was in the second one. Mark Hamill
the second one.
If you ever wanted to see what Mark Hamill would look like as a giant mutant cockroach, that is the movie. The first one is the movie for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Mark Hamill face as a giant cockroach man.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of anticipation for Prime One's reveals, and I really look forward to seeing what they show us this Friday. It's going to be a packed house, and everyone will be watching. So I know Prime One won't disappoint. I think they're going to bring some great pieces out. I'm really rooting for more Ninja Scroll. I think they may not show it this time around, but I definitely think it's coming. If it sells well, they'll do more. I really feel that. I did want to bring this up. Our friend Jay over at Legendary Beast showed another teaser for Iron Man this week, and it's just showing this piece. It is coming out, so I know some people have this on pre-order, and if you're picking this one up, congratulations. I love classic Iron Man, and this is probably one of the best that they've ever done. Of course it is. It's Legendary Beast, so it's going to be amazing. So, but yeah, it looks like this piece is starting to happen, and I'm sure it'll be shipping very soon. So if you're picking this one up, congrats. I know it's going to be great. another great piece from Legendary Beast. So
And don't forget, LBS has another big thing hanging with Godlike. So let's hurry and get the 10K, man.
Yeah, hey, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. I'm glad that you're here. Everyone's here. I'm going to bring this up here real quick because this is going to be kind of our roadmap this evening. Let me bring this up here real quick. And this is some of the Prime 1 event, Prime 1, statues they have not revealed yet, and some that they showed last time or some time ago. But there's so many great pieces here, and the prey is going to be the best, I think.
I love
But
the pose on that.
I
Such
do
a good
too.
pose, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Pharaoh's got to be at least is probably going to be as expensive as Scar. I'm gonna guess.
yeah. I always have now, and maybe it's just me. I always have a hard time on a statue when the knee is bent. So maybe he's standing on something to make that happen or whatever. But just like that, I don't know why that bothers me, but sometimes it does. So I really want to see more because the Prey series are always based on, well, I'm sorry, the Predator series from Prime 1, the XLs, they're all very museum. I'm sure this is as well. I would like them to match in that form. And I don't recall any of the others stepping on something. Do you, Alan? To where their is rising?
No, they're all standing very static. Just a slight bend to the torso. But other than that, there's no real movement to any of them other than having an arm up in the air or something like that. But this one looks like this one looks like it might be a little different.
Right. I know what's happening here. I know why his leg is like that. I just realized. I don't want to give it all away, Alan, because I know you haven't seen this one yet.
No, that's okay. I already have an idea.
Okay. He's standing on the bear. He's standing on the bear. That's what it is. He's standing on the bear. So another reason for me to buy it. And I think it's going to be great. I can't say I really like the fist up in the air. I need to see more. Okay. I think I'm just being nitpicking right now. I need to see more, but I'm definitely want to get it. So I just need to see the full reveal and I'll be all right.
How many switch outs do you think he'll probably have?
I don't really know because I would hope he would have the shield because that was a big part of his weaponry. I would hope he'd have, of course, he's got the claws and everything else. I think he had a spear too, correct? I can't recall now. I think there'll be multiple switch outs. So, and of course, they'll have the mask and then without. So,
most of that line has a 3-tiered or a 4-tiered price structure. So you get the regular, or you get the exclusive, or you get the DX bonus. I'm sure there's going to be at least 3 levels, depending on how many switch outs and so forth that you're going to want to, spend for. So that would be my guess.
okay.
From that movie, it's kind of one and done, just like with Jungle Hunter, City Hunter. Obviously, the AVPs was a little bit different because Scar had all the different versions, but Celtic only had the bonus.
Yeah, Jungle Hunter had like 3 different tiers, depending on how much you want to spend.
So I just got a message from Brian Wong, and he just confirmed that your Maji case is on the truck. It'll be here Tuesday, so that is on the way. So that's
great.
I'm giving some birthday magic to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So showing pump for the praise on my list. Oh yeah, Alex, it's going to be. Alex has got a lot of Predator and Alien pieces, so I know that he's going to end up getting this piece. So. Guess on the price. So let's take a look. Let me think about that. So I don't think it's going to be, well, you know what? I don't know, but I'll say this. It's going to be about 48 to 5K, I would think. What do you think, Alan?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the price structures, starts, 1,800 to 2,000 ish for a regular, and then
Yeah.
from there it might go up to 2,500 or 3K. If it goes over 3K, yeah, I don't know.
Well, what about like the City Hunter was like $4,000, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, City Hunter, that one went up to actually
5,000, wasn't it?
almost 6.
Yeah.
But that's with that ultimate bonus version with the stupid skulls.
Well,
I
they
don't
have
know
that.
I don't know, understand who in their right mind would spend that extra money for those stupid skulls. And people have to be out of their minds.
Well, that is kind of one of the iconic, honestly, that's one of the few iconic things from that movie. So I could, yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I think you still have a treasure, Alan, because those. Think about this. In about a year, those pieces will be unheard of. No one will be able to get it. You can't buy them anywhere, so they will be gone. Now, if they come up on the Christmas special, I would not
Probably
be
kill them.
Yeah.
I will personally fly to Japan.
half off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez. I would probably say I think he's going to be like Scar, probably somewhere
Okay.
between 3,000 to 4,000, depending on if there's multiple versions.
That sounds right.
Those are closest release wise to him. He's not super bigger than they are necessarily than the young, because the young bloods were super size, even in comparison to other Predator, big and muscly and stuff.
Right.
So but I could see the bonus version being like 4,100 or something like that, depending on what they put with them. But like a regular edition could be like 3,000, 3,200, something like that. I think they'll be a little bit more possibly expensive than the AVP Predator, just given time, because they're just going to raise the price a little bit.
I know one thing for sure. I'm getting it because unless it's just really bad, but I plan on getting it because I really love the film, and I think it's be a great addition to my collection. It'll look really good. So I definitely want this. So Noah, here you go. God of War. I do love the museum pose. If this is third scale, my friend, it's going to be big. Just so you're aware of it, it's going to be big. But I love this, man. I know they're going to show more. I'm pretty sure they'll have a full reveal this time around. Would you be in on this?
Yeah, I would definitely think about it. Yeah, I'd definitely consider it because I do like the game a lot, and I've always liked Kratos' character design a little bit better in Ragnarok compared to the first game. But
Yeah.
I mean, I know we've been mentioning this as a third scale. Is that confirmed, or are we just kind of guessing, or could this be a quarter scale? I'm not really sure. It could. I think it's third, but I just don't remember seeing anything definitive on it.
I'm pretty sure they mentioned it was 1/3 scale in the
Okay.
trailer.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty confident in that. I guess we'll
Okay.
find out coming up.
Yeah.
But
Well, just because,
yeah,
looking at the silhouette of this, that base looks humongous.
it does.
So yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. I'm like, man, if that's third scale, that's gonna, make it super tall. Third
There
scale.
you go.
Okay, I
That's
gotcha.
what it's like. Yep. It's
Gotcha.
third.
That's what I figured. I couldn't remember. Because
Yes.
they did their other God of War pieces in quarter scale, so I wonder if they were ever still planning on doing a quarter scale
Mhm.
Ragnarok piece or not. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, man, this thing's gonna be massive. It's gonna look amazing though. I had the quarter scale Kratos and Atreus versus Balder. I had that for about a year or so, that diorama, and that was really cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, I definitely been wanting to get back into God of War. Definitely would be with like a Ragnarok piece though, for sure. So it's kind of like with the Doomslayer. I love that piece a lot, but if they do a Doom the Dark Ages piece in third scale, I'm totally in on that for sure. So
Yeah, I think they'll announce this time around though, where you can see it. I think they'll have a full reveal here pretty quick. And I can see. I don't know if anybody caught right after the Prime One event, that following week, the pre-order started rolling in. It started rolling in. So I think that we'll see more of the same this time around. Anybody else interested in this piece?
I'd only be if it was like God of War 1 through 3.
Oh, gotcha.
I want original Kratos. Goes to Sparta.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Prime One doing Marvel back in the day. I don't recall any, to be honest.
I can't remember. Yeah, I'll look it up, but I can't remember them doing
Yeah,
any Marvel.
They did Venom, and they
Okay.
did Anti-Venom,
Oh, I think I
and
remember that.
and they did a Spider-Man. What was it?
2099.
Yes, 2099.
No, you're right,
thank
Alan.
you.
Yeah, they did do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see Venom.
So let me bring this up here real quick.
Yeah, the Anti-Venom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Anti-Venom. Yeah, I haven't pulled up Venom, Anti-Venom, and 2099 Spider-Man.
Cypher was saying that he's got these pieces on his radar too now. So video game pieces are on his radar, which there's a few Cypher that I would definitely consider. And if they do Metal Gear, I think we're on the same page. We have to figure it out because I would definitely want that. But we'll do a head count. Who's getting this amazing bust? Who's getting this?
I have to tell you, I'm intrigued, but I'm afraid of the pricing.
Yeah, me too.
Because this is going to be one of those you can buy just get the bust, or you can buy it with 2 characters additional, or you can buy it with the whole enchilada, or I don't know. And I think it's going to start getting into that $4,000 to $5,000
Easy
range
Yeah.
real fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy. So, Alan, would you be into something like this if it was maybe 4,500 to 5K for all of it? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I
Okay.
have a spot that I've already been thinking about. If I do pull the trigger, I know
Okay.
right where it's going to go.
Okay.
But I got to see it painted,
Sure.
and I need to see if there's any kind of light up and how much real estate it's going to take.
Right.
So there's a lot, that I need to look at before I actually concretely say yes, I'm definitely going to get it.
I understand. I'm pretty sure, Alan, this will have a light up feature. I'm pretty sure it will. Noah, are you in on this, or what do you think?
I'm kind of just patiently waiting to see more. I'm hoping to see all the production pictures, stuff like that, where we can see this from all different angles and get a really good look at it. But I mean, I'm confident it's going to look great. I am tempted, if I don't get the entire thing, maybe if the bust itself looks good on its own, maybe I would go that route if they have a separate option, because I do like the I guess you could say the phase of his helmet that they chose for this, so you can still see his face and see his teeth and everything.
Mhm.
So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think the sizing and the pricing is what may keep me away from this. But I love that it has the other characters, because we've all been waiting for Serpico and Farnese and all these other characters to get represented. So that's nice. So I don't know, because the guts on here is okay, but I already have multiple guts, so I don't really feel like I need another one. But a bust, I think, would be nice. So we'll see. Yeah, there's so much speculation around this piece with the price and the size and everything that I'm excited to see. But
your whole collection is going to look different in about a year. You're going to have a life-size Wukong bust behind you. You're going to have a life-size Guts bust behind you. And so everything's going to be changing.
We're going to be asking, why are there so many unfilled cases, and what are these like half-built podiums or something like that you're putting behind you?
Yeah. I am trying. I will say I am trying to add a little bit more variety now. I was kind of keeping a certain theme now, but I'm trying to switch a few things out and add a little more color in. So I'm definitely trying to be open to some more
plenty of color. It'll, as it carves a swat through your wallet. All the colors will be going in every direction.
Well, I literally have no money because I'm buying so many pieces right now. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it. So I know we talked about which the channel doesn't know, but over here I've got nothing. My TV's over here, but I'm gonna switch everything to where I mount the TV, and I'm gonna make a big case right here, and it'll be a Maji case. And I think I'm going to do half anime, half Berserk on this side. So that's what I'll do. And then Iron Man, of course, will be over here in a new case. It's literally going to go in a big square around here. So that's how it's going to look. So, but yeah, I mean, I definitely want this. I need to add a little bit more to my collection. At one time, I just had all Iron Man stuff, and now I'm ready to start something new. Still love Iron Man, of course, but I just want to do just a little bit more of a variety.
You got your centerpiece coming. Like
Yeah, it'll be here soon.
I mean, with Iron Man, you've owned a lot of some of the best things where you have. Like, can I honestly, they make something that's not, going to make you go broke, or you not have to rip off your roof to fit it, kind of thing.
Right.
With like the Hulk Buster or some of that stuff.
Right.
And you've got maybe your definitive RDJ. You're like, can I literally get anything else?
Yeah.
With that where it's going to have a part of an awesome Iron Man armor, and it's going to have RDJ. And
right.
It's not sculpted hair. It's going to be actual, rooted-ish type hair. So you kind of like you're gonna be on a come down for a while, because you're going to have your ultimate piece. So moving into other things like this will where you become, if you're just looking at Iron Man, you might get deflated a little bit. Like, hey, that looks cool, but it's not as cool as my bust here, or you compare stuff when you look at other things.
It's a great point, Lane. It is a great point. This is definitely the centerpiece coming in, but I definitely have more Iron Man pieces coming that I have to kind of rearrange and get things together. But I think the ones I have coming and the ones I have now, I could be moving on to new things. So I'm pretty sure of it. I don't see any other company even coming close to making an RDJ likeness like this, or if they even can. I just can't see anybody doing it. And even if they have the license, I don't think they could do it like this. So I'm pretty excited for it. Yizzo was asking. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'll see you in 2030 when you're getting your like Queen Dr. Doom bust.
Yeah, Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Clubhouse. I'll see you in 2030 or so when you'll be getting that coming in.
If they do that, maybe I have to put that on the table. But Yizzo was asking, what's the procedure for packaging Helen Custom? Yeah, listen, I've never had this happen before, but here's what's great is that the seller is handling everything. They're working with them and getting this done. They're all over it. They've been communicating with me left and right. There's never been a time where I felt like I was in the dark. So this should be sent to me pretty soon. I just got to be patient. The more I see people unboxing this piece, the better it looks. I realize it comes down to lighting and cameras. Like, some people film this unboxing and it looks pretty good. Then some other people unbox it. I'm like, oh my God, it's incredible. So it's like, I mean, there's just I just got to be patient, right? And then, but I know I'll be here soon. Not to mention what's really awesome is these module cases will be up, and by the time it gets here, so that's going to be even more awesome. But the reality is coming, man. These module cases will be here Tuesday, so that's in a few days. So I'm looking forward to that. Lane, I didn't ask you. I know you don't collect Berserk, but do you like this piece at all? Or
I love the piece. There's zero chance I would buy it.
Okay,
I would look at the price and run away in terror. The only piece I have seen that I would spend like $4,500 if I could actually afford to do it. Well, okay, actually, I probably could write this if I was said and did it this second. I could afford to do it, not including running in terror from the shipping, but would be the Power Master Optimus Prime, because I actually love that Power Master, because it's literally Optimus Prime combined with a Gundam, basically. That's two of my favorite robot things ever. That thing, no. See, I have a table that I can look at where I can say, hey, I think that table, I could stick that Optimus Prime in my kitchen. It's like would fill the entire thing, but I was like, I got that table. I think that's to support the Optimus Prime. That thing, seeing the person next to that thing, I went, absolutely not. That is someone you like. Jimmy, you might remember that where I had Poison Ivy put up.
I remember, yeah.
It's not quite wide enough, but maybe if I put hammered in some sheets of like something behind it to the wall and moved it out, that whole thing could probably fill that, and then I could fill it. But
yeah, I mean, you have to be a huge Transformers fan to be able to collect this. Would it be a showstopper in your man cave? No doubt about that. It would be something that people will gravitate towards. I mean, my God, how can you not? It's so big and like it lights up, and it's just it's got a lot of presence to it. So, Alan, I know you're getting 3 of these. So, where are they going? And What do you think about this?
I love it. I love the piece. There's no way I'm going to get it.
Yeah,
I would have to sell off a couple of other pieces that I have to make room for that. Because I
yeah,
do have a place where it would probably fit, but not going to happen. I'm not a big Transformer collector, thank goodness.
yeah.
But yeah, if I was, and I had the room, yeah, this would definitely be on my list.
It's super
Yeah.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Noah's going to get 6 of these, one for his garage and one for his man cave, whatever. But Noah, there's some pieces that you see, right, that are very. I mean, I think they're amazing, but you think about it, like, man, what is Prime One thinking with this piece? Like, how could a normal collector collect this? But I mean, we kind of know the layout of it now. I mean, what do you think of it? Do you expect that it's going to sell, or do you like it, or?
Yeah, I think it'll sell. There'll be certain people that are going to enjoy this type of thing. I think this statue is awesome, but it's not my favorite of Prime One's Optimus Primes. My personal favorite still is the Jetwing Optimus Prime. I've seen that one in person, and I almost bought it like 20 times. I just never did. But that one's just so dynamic, and I love the twisting drills and everything around it. So to me, this is definitely a little more boring in a way. I don't mean that in a negative way, but it's just a very like he's just kind of standing there, and it's just
I
there's so
know.
much base to this piece. But
Sure.
it's cool to see Prime One push it and Waste Studios push it with their version too. So, but you got to have a really custom or displayed to make this thing work. So
Yeah, I
it's
agree with
going to
that.
be it's definitely. I mean, just like with any of these pieces, the bigger you get, the more you narrow your the amount of people that can buy this.
It's
So
true. It's true.
Not,
I feel like it'll be pretty low edition. I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
So
not to mention we don't know the pricing on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guess
Well,
is it's going to be between 6 and 8 or even higher.
oh
well,
really? Okay.
well,
I'm expecting around maybe 5. That's kind of what I'm
no,
thinking. I
I
mean,
don't
just
know.
thinking about power, like the Power Master
that's
isn't that late?
45.
Isn't that like 5,000 or
Yes,
55?
It was
I've heard.
no, it was
I've
like
heard.
38 to 45, I think. Something
I've heard
before
rumors
shipping.
that
Before
this.
shipping.
I've heard rumors that this piece could get just rumors. So I don't know if it's true or not that
Mhm.
it could approach 10, but I hope not.
Oh
We're
yeah.
going.
I
I don't know
hope
They
if
that.
must have been Square Enix presents.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
the other
great
thing for a
piece.
piece like this, though, you have to keep in mind not only so leaving the price, all that stuff. Even if Alan did make the thing to maybe have to think about leaving all that out, like he was going to consider it, you have to consider how much time it would take to unbox the thing. I know you're Mr. Chill when it comes to all things Alan, including unboxing. So I've heard the legend, but you have to consider you might have to rebox it up because you're going to have to move someday. Imagine it's easier to unbox one of these things than have to take it apart and put it away again, especially if it's got a million pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it'll be like Noah said, it'll be a low edition size. So I think that will it sell out? There's a possibility, but I'm going to be saving my money for when they have the Prime One sale for Christmas, and I'm going to get City Hunter for 2 grand. Watch, Alan, 2 grand. And you get the skulls for free when you order it.
Actually, I think it's sold out everywhere, so that's a
But
good
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's not going to. It's not going to. It's not going to. So, but I did see this. This screenshot here of the final season of Attack on Titans. I can only imagine what this could be.
Could they be
And
doing? Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
no, it's fine. Yeah, I just didn't know if they're going to be what scene they would do. But
Could they do the Behemoth Titan, like
it
a
could be.
smaller scale verse thing within some of the other Titans, some sort of like the base or something could be the. I want to be careful how much I say here because there might be. It's hard. I mean, it's been around. It's been out for a while too, but kind of the last big Titan that you see in this, like maybe as a base, combining with the other Titans and everything from the final battle, and maybe Mikasa and something like that, and some different. It's non-scale piece, but like a big diorama kind of setup or something for the final season, that feels like something that would, if there's a way they can make it work, mind you.
Yeah,
That feels like it would be a scene that they could do one big massive piece.
I really want to see more and what they end up doing. But I have strong suspicions that well, what's really missing? Like, I think that they've had Titans, but it's literally been in the base, and I understand they're huge, so it's hard to kind of get those together. But I think that I'd want to see more of the Titans. I really do. So I look forward to seeing what they do with this and how they portray it. Because there's a few fan art pieces I've seen that Freddie always talks about and shows me that are just awesome for Attack on Titans. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Cypher was saying, since you guys talked about Ninja School, I watched the movie and started watching TV series. Amazing. Alan, you're next, man. You got to watch it. You got to watch
Oh, I
it.
know.
At least watch the movie.
The movie, yeah.
The Maiden of Light story in the TV series is kind of,
It's okay.
yeah. You can. The animation is not great in that show. You can skip it.
Yeah, it was just okay. But the movie is where it's
This
at.
is the one that Alan. This is the one you guys want. Cave Troll of Moria.
Yeah, that one too. But I did want to bring this up here real quick. But now we're getting close to that 1 hour mark. But yeah, I mean, the movie is just amazing. So I look forward to hearing your review, Alan, see if you really like that. So it's going to be awesome. So I was taken back when they showed this because I had said to I was telling Noah, I said, Noah, there's already a 1/3 scale Lord of the Rings, Dark Lord Sauron from Prime 1. And he mentioned, well, there is, but that's 1/4. This is a 1/3. And I said, how can that piece be 1/4? It is massive. And it's true that that Dark Lord Sauron is 1/4. So this is going to be their 1/3 version. And I can only imagine how big this is going to be. Like, it's going to be huge.
If they're trying to make the half scale Infinity Witch King look like puny, because I think, because I know no one knows. I saw someone unbox that and then put the quarter scale Sauron next to the half scale Witch King, and the Sauron was nearly as tall.
Yeah, it was really close. Yeah,
I mean, so this thing will tower over the Witch King. Like, wow. I can't even imagine how big that thing is going to be.
It should be pretty. Yeah, it should be pretty close because Sauron's 12 feet tall in the movies. So,
and the Witch King's only like 7 or
4 feet tall plus a base.
What I love is the pose on this, how museum it is, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this base. I don't know why I keep seeing like they should have like, soldiers from the first movie, like battle damage all around him, how he kind of beat them with the club. I think that would be amazing. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Alan, you in on this?
I'm trying to limit my Lord of the Rings collection a little bit because I have some of the other lines that I'm focusing on. But I love Lord of the Rings, and I'm kind of almost afraid to see this because Noah, I might really like it. I mean, I had the quarter scale, and I kept it for a while, and ended up selling it to make room for other pieces coming in.
Right.
So but I did like it, and I did not want to really sell it. I'm waiting to see that. I'm waiting to see this one, and 10-1, it's probably going to be more detailed, and if it has the real chainmail and all of those goodies that the other one had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see it. We'll see. And of course, the pricing is going to be 3rd scale too. So,
sure.
Alan's going to start seeing that and falls in love with it. He's going to start hearing the Howard Shore theme, that all hope is lost there from that opening scene when he starts smashing guys around, and like he's going to feel Sauron with his hand reaching out like Isildur coming for his head.
I need a bigger house.
Yeah.
You can't do that, Alan. You get new cases built. Yeah, you can't move yet. but I know what you mean. Where the space is the enemy for sure. Noah, I know you got a pedestal. You got a room over there in that pedestal over there. Trust me, I know your layout. So it's gonna go there.
I don't think so, man. Yeah, same as Alan. I owned this piece for a while, and I did enjoy it. The quarter scale,
Sure.
And I did enjoy it a lot. But it was tough. All the other Lord of the Rings pieces I would try to put with it, it was just, he was so much bigger, and he just kind of outshined them. So I think I'm going to pass on this one, but I can't wait to see more pictures of it. And yeah, but it just I'm trying to watch how big of pieces I get. You know, I like denser pieces, but some of these tall ones that are 50 something inches tall, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Not sure if that's the sizes for me, really. So
exactly. I mean, some of them can get pretty ridiculous. I mean, my God, we're buying lifts to pick up statues to put them into cases. Yeah, we're going a little overboard. We're going a little overboard.
Yeah.
So,
There's
but
so many here.
yeah, I mean, there's just so many great pieces that I want that are large. Like this is one that I don't want, but seeing the renders of this and seeing this, you have to be a huge fan of this character. And this character, correct me if I'm wrong, it's pretty niche. It's not like he's not
in
like
one
one of the main
scene.
characters. Yeah, one scene in the movie, and it literally would take up a whole table for this piece because
It's
it's
42
so.
inches. I just wanted to put up so we can hear Marcos rant about how big it is.
yeah.
I wish they would have put the fellowship around the base.
That would have been better.
That would have gotten me really interested in it. But just the cave troll, nah.
That would be amazing. I think that's what they're missing here, Alan. I think if they added that, I think it would be almost a must buy for a lot of collectors. I think it would be.
Yeah, I think so too.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, that Sauron, the one that you were showing earlier, I
Right.
kind of wish that Sauron, they had him where he would be standing. If they had done that as like a concept piece, 1/3 scale, showing when he, in some of the original filming where they showed Aragorn fight him at the Black Gate, if they had him kind of in that large tone and had a smaller Aragorn to go kind of with him and everything is like concept, final Black Gate final, to give some more reason other than we're doing Sauron in 3rd scale, like something like that. Because they had film parts of that so they could take and show stills where they could do that and everything, and some of the old collector's edition stuff, you could see that. But sorry, that just popped in my head when you guys were talking about diorama around him. I was like, that would be even cooler to give an excuse, because that might make somebody who's going, I'm not going to get that, it's too big. If you see that concept of Blackgate and there's an Aragorn with it, you're going to go, oh, this was the fight they were going to have at the end of the thing. Yeah, that might make me want to get it, But yeah,
I can definitely see that happening. I can definitely see that somebody saying that, or I think that there's a few things they're missing, but it's not missing much. Because I was saying, is there anyone getting the Prime 1 Alita as Rusty? That is an amazing statue. I knew it. I knew Alan was getting that one. Yeah. There you go. Alan's getting it.
I want it.
Is that the one with the wings and everything? Where
yes.
Sort of naked-ish with also part of a robot body? Like partially skinned and partially not.
I've never seen that movie. I've never seen the movie, but you know what? I need to watch it because
well, that's based off the comic, not the. I think that's based off the comic.
Yeah, that's based off of. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Alita.
That version of her wasn't in the movie.
Okay.
It's all similar though. It's all relative. Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah, and she's gonna, when it comes in, she's gonna go in with the bust.
Wow, that's gonna look good.
Cool.
That's gonna look good. Alan's got it all mapped out, man. He's got it all mapped out. So.
But yeah, Ben, I love that whole line. I would get every single one. I need the space, but I love the motor ball. I love the Rusty Angel. I love the little proximity bust they did with it. That the Alita line is amazing, and even the original like battle diorama they did. I've been looking at all those for a long time. Just
and they're
need another house.
They're reasonable. They're price wise pretty reasonable for Prime 1 statues and stuff too.
And I know if Prime 1 will do multiple Alita statues, that means they'll do multiple Ninja Scroll ones.
yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Good point.
So some great pieces from Prime 1. I know that it's going to be a great show this coming Friday. We're right at that 1 hour mark, so make sure that you give us a like and share down below. I did want to say a few things. Make sure you use code Godlike on Comic Concepts to save $10, but also at Spec Fiction, you can save $10 on your purchase right now. So many great things coming out. Make sure you watch us this Friday for the Prime 1 live event. We will be hosting that. And I can't wait to see the reveals. RDJ Bus unboxing coming very soon to the channel, along with new Magic cases, and Brian Wong will be joining us on the CEO of Magic Case to discuss the company, but also to kind of go over the piece we just got in. I will see you guys on Godlike Statues and on next stream. Take care and stay godlike, and I will see you this week. Bye-bye.